kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. It's brought in by Harris. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A first carry for Najee Harris.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Kaepernick.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. On play action, it's Kaepernick.
That's into the hands of Jacob Harris.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Broncos. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And if Noah Fant keeps making catches like that, it might not be too long till we say he's one of the top 5 tight ends in football. When he was drafted, that was the expectation.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And in this first quarter play. This will remain a tie ball game. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They hand this off to Harris. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Kill, kill, kill. Easy, easy, easy. Hey, 91. Easy, easy, easy. Right.
On the give, this is Harris. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, 91. Sunday.
They'll try and run with Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. These two teams all tied after 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go, dude. Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's turning.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
successful field goal try. Here's Boswell to send it away. K.J. Hamler returning it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Bridgewater now. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
He gets away from one, and he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100. And 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's to
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Boswell good with the extra point. His guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hamler now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And running with power here. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Good work, boys. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more caught? And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Fan.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a big play there for the Broncos. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And unfortunately, in 2020, in the season opener, Cortland Sutton tore his ACL. But remember, over 1,100 yards in 2019, his future is still awfully bright.
Bridgewater on first down.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Javonte Williams.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive
as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Kaepernick now on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A final shot before half for Kaepernick.
Deep ball for Goodwin.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Come on, time to play.
So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
Hamler now to return it. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They run it again with Williams. Able to power through. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll set him back 5. Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Kaepernick going to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Kaepernick. And he's got his target, Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And Deontay Johnson has seen his share of targets increase in his first 2 years in the league, and last year finished with 88 catches. Continuing to work on grabbing everything that comes his way. A nice catch there.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Man open, it's Goodwin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Second down and 4. Now Kaepernick. Incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Kaepernick now to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
22, 22, twice on 22.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
And as the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Ebron with it over the middle. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Boswell's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, Bridgewater.
This will be caught. Judy.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run with Harris. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Ebron caught left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin.
A gain of 6 there on first.
4 yards remain for second down.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover.
And this time he is in.
Najee Harris.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Boswell for the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Hamler now to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Bridgewater.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A gain of 10 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a two-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for two again. That's why teams are practicing multiple two-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big two-point conversions. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
At the 43-yard line.
Second and 9.
To throw is Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Checking in on Houston, it's in the fourth quarter there. Patriots continuing to roll, opening their lead up even further. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. Now Kaepernick. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Steelers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.